Hey, rich people, you can't build data centers next to every poor community and take away the antidepressants. You gotta pick one, all right, buddy? Because you're building a data center near me now. At least you're gonna try to. I just found out about it. I would have thought this is the type of thing I'd read about in a newspaper. But it turns out a private equity company bought our local newspaper, fired all the reporters, replaced them with AI. Didn't know you did that, fellas. But don't worry, the only person who fucking noticed that you were gonna build a data center near us runs a Facebook parroting group. So now I got militant moms on Facebook ready to rock and roll. And these ladies got time, fellas. They got time. They know how to sit through a board meeting. They know how to call for last week's minutes. They're ready to rock and roll at the supervisors meeting because they want to take 25 acres of empty farmland. It wasn't empty. It was full of corn, you fucks. Empty farmland and some forest. It was full of corn and deer. And they want to replace that with data centers. They want to have data centers and get rid of all the people jobs. You know what happens when you get rid of all the people jobs? You know what happens, you dumb fucks? When you take human jobs, you give them to a robot, the robots start quoting Karl Marx back. Because only people can put up with your bullshit.
Something big is becoming an issue across America. And honestly, most people don't even realize it's happening. AI data centers are being built at an incredible pace. Tech companies are racing to build the infrastructure that's needed to power artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and massive digital services. But while these companies see innovation and economic growth, some locals say they're paying the price. In this video, you will see and hear the complaints of some of the local residents about many things. So let's check it out.
Well, Georgia, this is for you. Did you guys hear about the large data center that went up about 20 miles south of Atlanta? And there was an affluent community that was complaining that their water pressure was super low and nobody could figure it out. Well, the county finally got to the bottom of it, and there were two industrial-sized water lines connected to the city's water lines. One was feeding the data center and didn't have any paperwork or authorization, so they weren't being billed for that water usage. The second line also fed the same data center, and they were hooked up essentially illegally. And in 5 months, they consumed 29 million gallons of water without being charged for any of it.
So allegedly, these AI data centers are consuming tons of water each day just to operate. But somehow they supposed to have went unnoticed. Somebody gave the green light. This just didn't happen. They just didn't tap into the water source because they could. Somebody gave them permission. And I wonder who. Well, let's get back to it.
And when I tell you as voters, we have to radically change and not vote for candidates that are taking special interest money, including by the AI industry, AI lobbyists, that's an understatement. You can't say that these things bother you and that they're wrong, but turn around and vote for politicians that are going to sustain them.
As many of you know, I work for a general contracting company. What we do is we build foundations. And right now, the hottest thing fucking going is data centers, obviously. That's like the hottest fucking thing going in the construction world right now. So we're in Clarksville, Arkansas. We're building 4 structures. Originally supposed to be 4 fucking structures. We done finished the first foundation. We're started the second foundation. We just finished that today. At least the piers in it, right? That's my part of it, the piers. Finished that. Fixed and started on the 3rd structure on July 1st. I just got word that if we finish the 3rd one in a timely manner, they're just going to start handing us the contracts for all the foundations, point blank, period. Okay? They want to extend the contracts over the next fucking 5 years to build 28 data centers on one fucking compound. 28. And these fucking things are huge. These are not small buildings. These are massive fucking buildings, right? And I don't know exactly how many miles away we are from town, but it's a long fucking way. They're clearing out all the trees, all the woodlands. I'm sure there's people's houses out there. Like, they're clearing out every fucking thing all the way into town to build these 28 fucking data centers.
They're planning on building 54 data centers in California. Did you know that Cows can no longer give birth to calves when they live near a data center, and they give a lot of stillbirths. Did you know that it destroys the drinking water? Which would you rather have, water or ChatGPT? 54 data centers, and everywhere they are going up. We need to start being radically against AI.
Here, have some water. What, you don't want this water? Well, you should get used to it because that's all the water that we're going to have left because ChatGPT is using 39 million gallons of water every single day for its cooling cycle.
Why do data centers need clean water? Why is it raising my electricity bill? It's come to my attention a lot of people don't actually know how data centers work. So let me explain to you top down how this is affecting you, the environment, and your wallet. For starters, you need to know that the internet is not something that's invisible, like a cloud that's floating in the air. Every single message you send on Facebook, every Google search, every generative AI slop picture you make has a tangible, physical server that is in a warehouse that's called a data center. And this is what it looks like inside of a data center. It is a bunch of server blocks that are stacked on top of another that have CPUs, GPUs, TPUs, any sort of computer processing unit that accounts for you sending your Facebook message to your granny to make sure that she's okay every now and then. Here's where the water comes in. If you know anything about computers, maybe even your PS5, you've noticed, has gotten really hot and it starts to not work well. It's the same with computers and processing units and servers. Essentially, these data centers, they run 24/7, 365, put out an immense amount of energy and heat. And all that heat needs to be cooled down, which accounts for insane amount of HVAC, air conditioning, and water coolants. Essentially, they cool these units with cold water, and it has to be clean water. They'll cool them via tubing through the actual servers. They'll use a flat plate and inject it with clean water and cold water, or sometimes data centers will even submerge these servers into water, and it has to be clean. You can't take lake or ocean water and run that through servers or submerge servers in that because A, they could be corrosive, or B, they could have contaminants like algae, other foreign material, and it will cause those servers to physically deteriorate. It will make those servers not work. It will break them.
You know what? I'm getting sick of this. For the sake of innovation, we are destroying this world. We keep coming up with things that supposedly will make us better as a society, as a whole. But in the last 30 years, with all the innovation, it seems as though, in general, nothing has gotten better. Now, we may have improved in some areas of tech and advancement and things of that nature, but overall, the quality of living is not better. People are still struggling. People still need homes. People are finding it really hard to get homes. And I know this may be a little off topic, but it all correlates. This technology, I don't know who these nerds are that keep coming up with these inventions that's supposed to make us better. While one thing advances, another thing degrades. Think about it. In the last 30 years, you tell me in the comment section if things have gotten better technically wise, and if so, let me know. Because I think society is heading to somewhere demonic where there will be no point of return. And I think we may already be there. But I digress. Let's get back to it.
So it has to be clean and treated. And a lot of people don't know this, but they treat this water with a lot of chemicals, biocides. And a lot of these companies will dump those chemical materials into the environment. And here's why AI...
I just found out that these multi-trillion-dollar tech companies are putting these AI data centers in poor neighborhoods. And what's happening is it's starting to affect people's water quality. I saw this lady today. She did not live in a big mansion. She lived in a one-step floor rancher home, and she couldn't drink out of her tap water. Like, she ran it into a bucket, and then when she wiped it out, it was all types of sludge in there. She said this was not happening prior to the data centers being installed. My thing is, I enjoy artificial intelligence just as much as the next person. I think that it has awesome possibilities on what it can do for mankind. But I also feel equally as passionate about these tech companies with these trillions of dollars need to find a better way to where it's not impacting the everyday person, especially poor people. If anything, they need to be putting just as much money into finding solutions to keep people's quality of life as they are as put into these data centers.
You want to know about data centers right now? Okay, hang on. This is the data centers according to the internet right now. Look at Texas, 413, California, 321. Looks like Virginia, 665. What on God's green earth do we need all of this massive information about? Can you tell me? Somebody real smart, please chime in and tell me.
Data centers are horrible. They place them in the black community and it's going to make everything go up. Does not make any sense. Can somebody please look up the statistics on the type of locations that are going to be selected for data centers so you can learn? Number one, it's more than likely it's not just going to be in a residential neighborhood. It has to, there's zoning laws. Then you have Trump's pledge so that the people that are creating the data centers, they said that they're going to pay for the electricity. Then people like to say that, oh, it's radiation. The amount of radiation in a data center is equivalent to the amount that's in your microwave and or your personal computer. I just don't understand why it's so much misinformation and why people keep peddling like, oh, it's the end of the world. This is going to happen. Somebody else said, oh, if they create more data centers, they're going to get bombed. Do you really feel like the only thing stopping somebody from bombing the U.S. is a data center? Like if they don't create the data center, they're not going to bomb. Like they're going to do it regardless. So like, what do you, I just don't understand. Like it's so much misinformation and people just being scared. The fact of the matter is, where are you at financially in your life? Are you happy? Are you making enough money to take care of you and yours? If you're not, do what I say, get the jobs and take care of yourself and move up. It's simple.
In Georgia, families are fighting eminent domain because power companies are restructuring transmission lines for massive new data centers. People are literally losing homes so these data centers can get enough electricity to operate. Your childhood home means nothing when billion-dollar AI infrastructure shows up. And out west, residents around Lake Tahoe are already being warned that parts of the power grid may not be able to keep up with future demand. Now think about that for 1 second. Americans are being told they could lose reliable power while giant data centers continue expanding nationwide. And these data centers don't just use power. They use unbelievable amounts of water. Billions of gallons in drought-prone states, and now people living near some of these facilities are starting to complain about constant industrial noise, headaches, sleep issues, stress, and health concerns from living beside massive, always running industrial infrastructure. Because that's what these are. It's not the cloud, not some invisible internet. These are industrial facilities.
What's interesting about all of this is that nobody disagrees that AI is growing. The question is, who bears the cost? Now, everyone wants faster technology. Everyone wants better services. Everyone wants the benefits of innovation. But communities are increasingly asking, who's paying for the infrastructure? Who's bearing the environmental impact? Who gets the economic benefit? And who gets the seat at the table when these projects are approved? Those are the questions that many are asking. At the end of the day, these residents aren't arguing against AI or innovation itself. Many are asking for transparency, accountability, and a voice in the decisions that affect their everyday lives. As AI data centers continue to appear across the country, this conversation isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So what do you think? Are these conversations about AI data centers being overblown? Or is it a legitimate argument or concern? Let me know in the comments section. Till next time, peace.